People, I'm Vignesh and welcome back to my YouTube channel Cloud and AI Analytics. Hope everyone is doing good. I have planned to create a playlist on cloud computing. As a result, I have broken down this playlist into 8 different videos and I'll be adding more videos to it. So, to start with, I'll explain you what is cloud computing and why cloud platform is getting more popular nowadays. So cloud computing is nothing but it is just delivery of computing services such as servers, storage, databases, networking, software, analytics, artificial intelligence and more over the cloud, over the public internet. So that is the most important feature of cloud computing. And cloud computing, it provides an alternate to on-premise data center. So with an on-premise data center, we have to manage everything, right from collecting, purchasing and installing the hardware, virtualization, installing the operating system and any other required application such as networking, configuring the firewalls and setting up the storage for the data. So even after doing all this, we are the responsible for maintaining it throughout the entire life cycle. But this is completely broken down, or this is completely overshadowed by cloud platforms. So if we choose cloud computing, a cloud vendor, possibly there are different types of public cloud providers like Google Cloud Platform, Microsoft Azure and AWS. So they will be the responsible for the hardware purchase and the maintenance as well. So they also provide a wide variety of software and platform as a service. So we have to understand our use case and we have to bring the services, or we have to under whatever the services which suits our business use case, we have to take that service and we will be able to work it out. So we are just renting few services from cloud platform. Once after our service is done, we will be just deleting those services. By this, we will be saving lot of money and we will be saving lot of time as well. So if you see in the screen, inside cloud computing, it will be able to provide database, data centers, networking, even containers as well, compute, virtual machines, storage, security. Even when we go with cloud computing, even the security, how secure the access is, how the roles are given, all those things will be taken care by cloud platforms itself. And even like with the volume of the data and the latest buzz like machine learning, data analytics, computer vision models and time series based models, we will be able to train and we will be able to use those things inside our cloud platform itself. And the most important feature of going cloud platform is we will be renting those services, right? So whatever the service we are renting, we will be paying only for that service. That too when the service is active or like when once the service is stopped or it is deleted, at the time itself we'll stop paying those services as well. And when we are using cloud infrastructure, we don't need to maintain any physical for any physical infrastructure and all. Somewhere it is there, it is present physically, we are just renting it out and we are just using it as per our business use cases. So why, what is cloud computing? As I told you earlier, so there are many different definitions out there in the internet. So what I felt is like this when I this the one which I'm going to explain you, I felt it is very appropriate. And cloud computing is the on demand delivery of IT resources over the internet with pay as go pricing, instead of buying, owning and maintaining any physical data centers and servers. And also we can have access to the latest technologies such as computing power, storage, as I told you, like machine learning, data analytics, as per our needed basis on from the cloud provider. So why cloud platform? So the next question is why cloud? So there are key features why we wanted to stick with cloud platform. So what are those? So it follows agile methodology. So there will be updates on technologies, update on the services. There will be a quite regular updates on demand, and it can be flexible as well as it can scale also. Like when the data grows or when the service we wanted to mm, when we need more services. For example, let's assume that In on premise we'll be keeping like 1 TB as our storage limit. After that, when the data is reset, we have to physically get the data, we have to physically get this storage device, and we have to mount it to the existing thing. But when it comes to cloud computing, when we pay only for like we thought that we are going to go with only 1 TB of data, but in real time there are more than 1 TB of data. So instead of get renting it, we'll be paying like we will request for more storage. The cloud platform will assign that cloud storage it. So even there is a volume of huge volume of the data, there is huge volume of compute service involved, there is huge databases also involved. We'll be able to scale it up without a fraction of minutes. Within fraction of minutes we'll be able to scale it up, and it is more flexible. We can request for it, and within matter of minutes it will be able we'll be able to integrate, and we'll be able to continue with our business uses. But that is not the case with on premise. We have to wait for a few days, we have to get that database, or we have to get that storage, we have to integrate it, and there it will take lot of time and lot of manpower also. But when it comes to cloud platform, it is very flexible, and it will be integrated within fraction of minutes. And the payment model, so whatever we are paying, like it will be like pay as you go. So whatever the services which we are using, we will be paying for only that services. And the next is unlimited resource. As I told you, I explained you in agile methodology, there is no restriction. Even if you wanted 100 TB of data also, like cloud platforms are ready to provide it. So we will be able to use, there is no restriction, there is unlimited resources available, and it will be reliable as well. The next thing is global coverage. So the most important point is our application will be highly available, and the data will be there will be minimal loss of the data also. Not minimal, there will be no loss of data, but even though there will, like if there is some disturbance in the application which is hosting that, no, even in that case also there will be very minimal loss of the data, and it is highly available. And like there are few services in cloud platform which is regional, which is zonal resources, and which is global resources as well. And the next thing is usage of latest technology and industry standards. So when we wanted to implement a big data ecosystem, it will take a minimum 6 to 8 hours to do it in on premise. But the same thing, it will be we'll be able to create that ecosystem, big data ecosystem, in cloud platform within fraction of minutes, like 3 to 4 minutes we will be able to create the entire ecosystem. So it is, and everything will be up to date, everything, the open source software, everything will be up to date. And it is very easy, and easy to integrate as well as easy to collaborate as well. And the one point I wanted to explain you in global coverage is, even if there is any disaster, or is there is a application for for some reason, if our application go down, within fraction of minutes, or within fraction of minutes, our application will be highly it will be available on that other resources, that is in our backup resources. So by this, our application will be available all the time, and there will be very minimal loss of the data, even though if there is transformation of data from one region to another region. Though we can have some issues with latency, but still our application is available all the time, and there is very minimal loss of data. So this is why the cloud is getting popular these days, and most of the businesses, most of the use cases, and most of the companies are moving towards cloud platform, and they are going with hybrid cloud, multi cloud, and cloud, public cloud as well. So I'll be explaining you, and we will be seeing what are the different types of cloud computing available, and what are those in the next video, or in the next video, in the upcoming videos. I hope you learned what is cloud computing and why cloud is getting popular these days. If you have any questions or any doubt, please post that in the comment section. I'll take a look at it and reply to it as soon as possible. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe to Cloud and AI Analytics. And don't forget to click on the bell icon. I'll see you in the next video with the continuation of cloud computing. Until then, it's bye from Vignesh. Happy learning. Thank you.